And it has now been 20 months since Ohio legalized medical marijuana, but that doesn't mean patients who have waited for years can use it.
A case involving 4 people from Cincinnati will test whether marijuana is medicinal or criminal. Investigative reporter Duane Pohlman has the exclusive interviews with the people at the center of this crucial case.
It's 4:30 in the afternoon on February 24th. An Ohio State Highway Patrol trooper is pulling over this car for speeding on I-475 near Toledo. What the trooper doesn't know yet, but will soon find out, that car is filled with more than 10 pounds of products made from marijuana that was just purchased at a dispensary in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Smells good. I like cigarettes.
The trooper, joined by other troopers, will arrest all 4 people inside. All of them are from Cincinnati.
I'd like everyone put their hands up on the seats for me.
Even though all of them had medical marijuana cards.
But that's not legal in Ohio.
It isn't. You have the card.
Right.
I have the card.
Okay.
Show me your card.
Those medical marijuana cards were issued by this Ohio doctor.
And that's the second card that I was issued.
Your matter is up today for arraignment.
Now, their court cases could potentially become key in testing whether marijuana is medicine or still a crime in Ohio.
State Patrol stops you and says what?
Says that Ohio medical marijuana is illegal in the state of Ohio.
And you got arrested.
And got arrested and took to jail.
Darren Elliott, one of the 4 arrested that day, talked with me exclusively for the first time on camera, explaining his medical need for marijuana.
And I have PTSD and have night terrors and a lot of stuff. And I lost a bunch of weight.
And a heart issue. He explained that to the trooper.
I got atrial fibrillation. What's that? I got AFib. I got a heart issue.
Elliott's criminal history is filled with numerous drug-related charges. He even spent 6 months in prison for a drug offense.
You've had convictions.
Clean my record up. I've been clean.
On the day he was arrested, Elliott was on probation for a drug offense.
What's your probation from?
It's for a charge for a conveyance charge from like 5 years ago.
The driver of the car, Amanda Meyer, allegedly had a suspended license and had an arrest warrant in Fairfield County.
You have a warrant out for your arrest for, looks like, smuggling contraband.
And Ian Overton, who was a passenger, has been to prison.
I did 4 years in prison.
4?
Yeah.
For what?
Robbery.
But all the past mistakes, charges, convictions, and sentences pale in comparison to what Meyer, Elliott, Overton, and the other passenger, Stephanie Kidwell, are now facing. Felony counts of possession and trafficking in marijuana and hashish, with the possibility of hard time.
We're facing 33 years in prison.
All because they thought they could use marijuana as medicine in a state that legalized that nearly 2 years ago. After all, they had those medical marijuana cards.
If you were still doing the criminals part,
I would have stayed in Cincinnati.
And
just got it off the streets.
Yeah, right, main silent.
Instead, their 8-hour trip came to an abrupt end, and their final destination could be a prison cell.
It's torn my life apart.
Are you scared?
Scared? I'm terrified.
All 4 of those people from Cincinnati received their medical marijuana cards from a doctor in Toledo. I interviewed him exclusively about this case and his practice, a practice that he says now includes thousands of medical marijuana patients. My exclusive interview with the doctor, plus much more, as my investigation, medicinal or criminal, continues tomorrow on Local 12 News, live at 6. I'm Duane Pohlman. I'll see you then.